The state of play was quite depressing, especially because there was a game that essentially opened the whole presentation that is just complete garbage. Concord. Now, I'm sure you've already heard about this 5v5 multiplayer game that's just getting completely buried and roasted online. If you look at the dislike ratio on the YouTube video for the trailer of this game, it's not looking good for Sony. And what's funny enough is that they spent quite a bit of time on this game. But the bad thing about this is not only does this game look garbage, it's another generic 5v5 multiplayer like Overwatch, but it also has a lot of DEI wokeness in it. Along with the character designs, it just looks like it's just... I don't understand what it is in video games nowadays when people are making these character designs that are just appealing to the diversity crowd, but they're void of any kind of diversity. These don't even look like any real human beings. They just look generic colored hair and persons of color and lesbian and LGBTQ characters that have no soul, no personality, no characters. But on top of that, there's pronouns in this game. Now, okay, yeah, there's pronouns. Pronouns are a regular thing, but not the way that video games are starting to use them, just like we saw with the whole Starfield fiasco with the fucking pronouns and all that. But this game is giving robots fucking pronouns, and I'm just tired of the stuff being interjected in it. Yes, there's he and him, she and her, and I think they and them. Before it was a sexual gender orientation, it was just a normal word to describe a human being. I just don't like this stuff. So Firewalk Studios is going to be making this. It's a subsidiary of PlayStation Studios, and they showed this game, and man, dude, this game's dead on arrival, essentially. Nobody wants this game. Like I mentioned, it's dislike bombed, and it's being roasted over the pronoun nonsense, the DEI character nonsense, and essentially just being a ripoff of Overwatch. So if you take all of the woke stuff aside that I'm going to be complaining about here for a minute, this game just does not look fun at all. And funny enough, they showed quite a bit of gameplay for this. Now, Fireworks Studios' Kim Kreenis, who's the director of IP, revealed that there's a whole bunch of characters on here, but the character's name, its role, and preferred pronouns are listed for each one, including a robot in the fucking game. One-Off, who's a robot, has pronouns in this game. My God. What? And even one of the characters by the name of Lark has undecided pronouns. So they have no preferred pronouns. So who knows what else this game is going to get into when you see all this Sweet Baby Ink stuff and all that. I think it's highly likely we're going to see transgender ideologies explored in this game. And yeah, especially when they describe that every character brings their own unique personality, skills, and wide-ranging perspectives to the crew. To me, that's a big red flag of wokeness alert. Just look at the character designs. You can't tell me that there's not going to be some kind of weird trans narrative or LGBTQ agenda pushed onto this, right? So people aren't too happy about this. People are absolutely not too happy about this. You can see on Twitter, Brutus, the guy himself that started the whole Sweet Baby Ink Detected, says, so the fucking robot has pronouns in the next Sony game. Okay. And yeah, this is a bit much, guys. This is pandering. Learning the Law says, OMG, finally literally a playable tank. Look at these character designs. Really, what is this? Indy Meon says, PlayStation's new hero 5v5 PvP shooter Concord is full of diverse character designs, and they even have their own pronouns listed below their name. Who is this game for exactly? And that's right. Like, who is this catering for? Games like this were hot, maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago. Overwatch came out. I still to this day have never played Overwatch. And then I think there was another clone of Overwatch at the time that quickly died. Like, there's so many Overwatch clones that come and go every year that fizzle as fast as they're made. Now, the state of play video is completely getting buried, like I mentioned. You can see in the comment sections, people are saying things from like PlayStation should honestly just stop working on live service games. You can see someone else said Concord cinematic was giving me Guardian of the Galaxy vibes until they showed its 5v5 shooter, and all my interest went away. And yeah, that's one thing that I saw a lot of people say that kind of had Guardians of the Galaxy vibes. Even RGT85 said that on his video. But then you get surprised with what the gameplay mechanics are. And I could just tell you, this gameplay loop for this game, it looks totally generic. And it looks exactly like the kind of game I will never play. And I agree with the comment that said this exact thing. And you can see this just getting flamed. Sony understand we want games focused on single-player narrative, not multi-service games. And I'm okay with multiplayer games. I play Warzone, Call of Duty. I play Fortnite. You know, I've dabbled a little bit into Apex Legends as well. But when you look at a game that doesn't even look fun to play and has DEI and all sorts of like generic nonsense on it, it's just a hard pass, especially when it, you know, you have a state of play and people are looking forward to some real bangers for the PlayStation 5 coming out, and they open up with this. Honestly, it's just like, what are they thinking here? You know, yeah, it's, I have nothing against multiplayer games, but you don't open your state of play with a lame duck like this, especially a lame duck that has boring character styles, you know, pronouns in the fucking game. Like, nobody's interested in this game. You can see all the comments are just absolutely roasting it, and we don't even know if this is going to be a free to play game or not. If this game is being charged like a full retail price, my God, they are screwing themselves in the hole. This studio is set for failure by making this game, unless this is a free PlayStation Plus game, and even then, I will never try to play this game at all. So just being wrung through the mud, all this negative feedback here, and it's hilarious to see, honestly. I can't support this. You know. And yeah, a major part of this backlash is because of the diversity being pushed onto it with this weird looking cast in the video game, and of course this pronoun nonsense, because gosh, I'm just tired of that being shoehorned and everything. But this also looks like garbage. PlayStation 5 owners have been waiting for something big, like a big exclusive, and this is just disappointing. And again, we don't know if this is going to cost money. I don't know if this was kind of like Sony feeling the waters, if they should decide to make it free to play or not. They have to see how much backlash this is getting. And this is an example of why AAA video game industries are just garbage now. It's like they just put out this generic, not fun stuff. There's no success. And even then, if you want to compare it to a game like Fortnite, which I know a lot of people don't like, Fortnite at least has licensing for characters. At least it has multiple gameplay modes. It has creator clubs on it where you can make your own like little games and stuff. It's essentially like there's racing on it. There's Lego Fortnite. There's Rock Band on it now. There's Battle Royale. You can play everything that you want. And this just looks like a generic 5v5, and it's going to fail. It's dead on arrival. You know, this game's going to flop 110%, and it's disappointing because, once again, PlayStation 5 owners, we're sitting here with our thumbs up our butt wanting some video games. What gives, Sony? What gives? Again, this game got the most presentation time, and it's getting an overwhelmingly negative response. So it's going to be interesting to see how PlayStation reacts to this. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll see you on the next one.